Alright, and what is going on, everybody? Quancredible back again with Black Clover Phantom Nights, and this time I have a video of 8 helpful tips that you really need to listen to or pay attention to for the beginning or start of the game. Now, granted, I'm not as far as a lot of other people in this game, but I have played enough, talked to people. I've done a bit of research on Reddit and the internet, looking at the Japanese version of the game and stuff, as well as seen some other YouTube videos, and this is basically my list of things that I think personally are most important. Now, I will say, my friend Josuke, he also made a video. I'll put a link up. If you haven't seen that yet, I'd recommend checking that out first, and then coming back to this one. But I mean, if you want to watch this one, I don't care. One of the first things, this isn't necessarily a tip, but just something I want to say to you guys. They always give you these login bonuses, so make sure if you don't really even feel like playing, just log in and get your free stuff because it's free stuff. And these do expire, as you can see. Like, they are not just forever, just for you to wait whenever. I mean, granted, most games usually do restart a set, but usually the best stuff is at the bottom, so you definitely want to make sure that you log in every day to get your stuff. That's not really a tip though, I just wanted to say that. Okay, so once you log into Phantom Knights for the first time, after you do like the little tutorial stuff and all of that, you're going to be here. And, well, you're not really going to be here. They're going to make you do a summon first in the like summon spot. Now, this tip is so important, like, you have no idea. On your free summon, whatever you get a chance to re-roll it. You get 99 re-rolls. So what I want to say here is make sure you use your re-rolls. Me, I was dumb. I thought they were just going to give me a bad character off the bat. I didn't know that you could actually get 5 stars off of the rerolls. So yeah, I got like Charmy, and which is a 4-star, and which I could have had an opportunity to reroll a lot of times for at least a 5-star. Now, as for who to shoot for, it really doesn't matter all like that. As terms of 5 stars, what it does, I mean, any 5-star is better than a 3 or a 4, but like you really want to shoot for like Zora or like Mimosa. I mean, Mars is good. Henry, the Witch Queen is good. Like any, like they're like, of course, like I said earlier, 5 stars are better than 4 stars, but you definitely want to shoot for a 5-star with your rerolls. And now my next tip for you guys will be regarding summons and what banners to go for. Now, I would recommend going for the Black Asta banner or either the Marileona banner just to begin with. And now my reasoning for this is just because with these two, like as you can see, the more you use it and go up, you have a guaranteed chance to get Black Asta or Marileona, which these two are really good 5 stars to have on like any team. So definitely those two banners would be the ones that I would be gunning for if I were you guys. Don't be like me and waste your time in a silly banner that you really didn't even need to go into because it wasn't going to get you anything. And now the next thing I want to talk about here is formations. Now, some people might think it might be common sense or self-explanatory, but me, I'm like super dense and I need things explained to me in a way that I can understand. So I think that this was important to talk about. Now, with formations, you see how there's like 3 levels to it, like how I have Henry in the front, Asta, Luck, and Yami in the middle, and like the Witch Queen last. Like that all matters. Like you want your defensive characters, like the characters with the blue shields, like Henry, Mars, Soul, Klaus, characters like that. You want them in the front so they can be the ones to tank hits. I didn't know if it mattered or not, but it does. Now, in the middle row, you want like your attackers or your extra people, like stuff like that, who will like be able to help, or your like buffers and stuff like that, who can like get to your defenders and attackers in the middle row. And now for the last row is where you want your really squishy people, like your people that don't have a lot of defense, or the people you really don't want to get attacked. Maybe an extra, definitely like jammers and stuff like that. You want those to be in the back. Also with jammers, defenders, you can see all this in the roles. If you like hold down on the character, it'll show you. So like I was saying, if you just like hold down on them, you can see like right there how it says like Mars's role is a defender. Like he has the blue shield, he's a defender. It also tells you what formation types are good with them. Like I know I mentioned it earlier, but like another thing with formations, this would be like a side tip on top of that tip, is characters in, if you can match up their formation, that like the formation you're in with their formation, they get a bonus, like they'll just be better or stronger. Like for example, most of the Black Bull members, their one of their formations is the Bull or Black Bull formation, um, which like they'll all get a boost in it. So that's like a helpful tidbit to know. Now, as for my next tip, it would be a obvious mobile game, gacha game one, is don't spend anything and save all your stuff. Like don't go around wasting all of your like money and all of your like your grimoire points and all of that on just random things. Make sure you save it. Like make sure you save that stuff. Like when you want to enhance and upgrade your people, you need like these grimoire points here. So you don't want to just go around wasting them on like bad characters. Like you don't want to do that because then when you need them, you won't have them. Like you don't want to go down here and start upgrading Magna. I know they give you to him first, but I mean, granted, if Magna is your favorite character and you don't care about necessarily having the easiest time or breezing through the game, if you just want your favorite character to be good, then by all means spend your grimoire points how you want. But if you want to have a bit of an easier time, I would save it for the 5 stars. That's just me personally. Save it for your like good 5 stars that you're going to want to use. And then that leads me into my next thing is once you get good 5 stars, invest in them. Spend your grimoire points on them. That's what you really want to do. Like take Henry for example. Henry is a good one. Like I don't know if you guys seen this earlier or before, but like you get grimoire points like anytime you do a mission or a quest or anything like that. But then you can also use your grimoire tablets that you get from doing missions or stuff like that. Like you can just add them in, and then those get you those higher amount of grimoire points that you need to upgrade your characters, like so. So like just get Henry some more attacks so you can see. Like they tell you this in the tutorial, but it's really confusing, and Bell does a horrible job of explaining it in my opinion. But yeah, that is how you do that. So make sure, like I said before, invest in your good 5 stars. Which, if you need to know what the good 5 stars are, I mean, I know some of them just because just like of Reddit and like talking to Josuke, he helped me out a lot with figuring out this game. So like, there's definitely a lot to it. Like they just really drop you in and give you an extremely bare bones explanation, but yeah, definitely save it for good 5 stars or ones like I said before, or ones that you like. If you just like certain people, like you want your Sally to be 6 star, by all means level her up all the way as much as you want. And then as for my 7th tip, uh, that would be to do your daily missions. Now, every day, like as you can see right here, they expire like in the next day. I can't remember around the time they reset. It definitely varies from time zone. Maybe sometime around like it says 4 a.m. This is a lie for me. Like I don't know what time zone this is, but for me, I think it's around like 2 o'clock or so when they reset. But you definitely want to do these every day, just because like some of them have like that one. That one has the little black orbs you need to do summons. Like that's like a free 150, free 30. And there's also like money. That one has 80. Like you definitely want to claim these grimoire tablets to upgrade your people. You definitely want to do these every single day. And your grand one is just ones that they just have over time. There's not a time limit on these ones. They will always be there. So you can do these at your leisure or whenever you want. But I mean, it's free stuff, so might as well get it out the way. It's something to work towards. And then as for my last tip, is something that I had a really hard time figuring out how to do, is in your quests. Once you unlock free quests, you're able to do those. But in the free quests, you get like bonuses. You get bonuses if you and a player you follow occupy the same space. Now, of course, you can just randomly follow people. Like if you just if you click on it and you actually do the mission and you finish it, it'll let you follow who's ever just on that spot. But if you're like me and you want to follow your friends or people that you're cool with, or if there's certain people you just want to follow, you can go into your menu and you can go to other, and then from there you can hit follow, and then you can like follow people if you can search their user ID. Now, to find your own user ID to give to someone else, how to do that is you go back into your menu, you go to other, and then you go to transfer data. Now once you go to transfer data, obviously don't do anything crazy, but if you just touch this, it'll give you your user ID. So like I'm gonna touch it just to show you guys. My user ID is that right there. So if you want to follow me, that is my user ID. You can type it in, you know, drop your user IDs. You can only follow like so many people. I mean, you get more as you level up in the game. I'll try to follow as many people as I can, I guess. So drop them and I'll give you guys a follow. Here's mine if you guys want to follow me. And that basically covers it for my tips, for my 8 tips for this game. I don't really have any more right now. I mean, I could go into the gates and like all of that kind of stuff in the play, but I'm not really super versed on that myself. So I'm going to keep playing. I mean, as you can see, I'm only rank 16. I'm not super far in the game. So once I get more information, I will be sure to give that to you guys. So yeah, that about wraps it up for this video. I will put out more Phantom Knights content. Gonna keep trying to do that. Make sure you like and sub if you guys enjoyed, or if you learned anything, or if you guys have any super helpful tips for beginners that you think are useful, drop them in the comments so if anybody comes to the video, they can see them. Other than that, I got nothing else for you guys, so I'll catch you guys in my next video.